Hey guys, it's Anthony. I'm out here in south of Magdalena in Socorro County, section 35, township 3 south, 4 west, I believe. Anyway, I wanted to share with you guys my day out here. I want to show you what I brought along with me. Basically, I'm breaking down the northwest quarter, section 35, and show you what I've got here. This is the northwest corner of section 35. Now you can see on here, let's go ahead and try to get the lighting right. There we go. You can see on here it says S35 right there. And then it gives you township 3 south, 4 west. The property I'm surveying, I'm looking south right now. Have a little bit of a storm rolling in, possibly. We have a fence running along the western boundary and the northern boundary of the tract so far. What I've brought along with me, and I'm not going to do this video at every corner, I just want to show you what's in my pack, basically what I carry. Binoculars. This is more in case I get lost. Some nuts, good for energy, a ton of water. Toilet paper, preferably the RV kind, it decomposes quicker. And then baby powder. Now the baby powder, I'm not going to show the brand, but you just get this at any store, dollar store, whatever. This is in place of paint for setting panels when you're out in the woods. So here's a panel I've set. I pick a rock for the apex of the point, and I intend on taking the shot at the center of both projections of each leg. Now you'll notice this is an L-shaped. Now I'll put a rock where I would take the shot just so you can see what I mean. I'll put a little tiny rock there. See if it'll balance. There you go. And see how it's in the center of both legs more or less. That's where I'll shoot it. Now I'll step back from this, try to give you perspective. There's the corner. I'm a little bit outside of the property each way, a little bit more west than north, but oh well, you get the point. At every corner, I of course take a picture of the monument when you're way out here. This is a 3-hour drive from Las Cruces, about a 3.5-hour drive from our office. So, you know, flag the side of the, and I'm going to wrap that more, but flag the side of the post if you're going to use an existing fence post. Flag the side that the monument's on. There's nothing more annoying than going and looking on the side of for example, this railroad tie, and let's say I had tied the flagging over on the western face. Well, I'm going to look there for one. If I don't find anything, and then I keep searching around and I find the corners on the inside, that's pretty frustrating and pretty lazy. So it's always good to go the extra mile. And that means, you know, going around 4 or 5 times around the wire and then giving it a double knot so that this thing, even after this first knot breaks, it's going to continue to hold on until it's over. You never know. I've followed surveyors over 100 years later and found their markings. Now just take all this in. When you're out working, it's a beautiful day. It's good to just stop and enjoy it. I mean, look at the view of that valley. It's beautiful. You can hear something in the woods over that way. So many sounds, and I always bring my dog, Arrow. Hey, Arrow. And say hi. She's a Catahoula Border Collie, so she's super aware and not afraid to get in a fight if she needs to chase off something for me. At least give me a fighting chance. And now we're going to head east along this fence line. So basically, you know, give yourself breaks when you work. I walked about 600 feet to this, uphill and downhill, and then I get here and you have to take a bunch of shots and all that. We're going to head down this east line, and the northwest quarter of the northwest quarter is a square. It's a 40-acre square, 1320 by 1320 if your dimensions of your section are a mile by a mile. I need to retrace at least the quarters on that, so I'm going to go out an extra 1320, so 2640 feet in each direction, east and south. So because I have to go out far, I'm going to actually catch the southeast corner of this 40 acres as I traverse from the north quarter corner to the west quarter corner of section 35. And you want to think about that, because if you get ahead of yourself, you're going to be walking back and forth and stuff like this. And yeah, it's beautiful, but I've got to stick the drone up in the air. Hopefully those clouds aren't right over me when I'm doing it. Or maybe they are and the lighting's perfect. Just right here, taking a shot on this boundary sign, just so I can see how close it actually is, because I can see my next traverse up here. See it through the... Yeah, there, you can see it now. See it in there? That's the 16th corner. Now I'm fixed here. Level up. Look what we found. This is the west 1/16th corner. Now, this is a 3-inch USDA Forest Service brass cap. Set in 2006 by this LS, number 11954. The only thing about this that could make it a better find is if it was pointing in the right direction. It's actually set like this. If north is looking up, this is set 90 degrees off of north, which is, this is telling us that section 26 is that away, which it's not. Section 26 is that way. So probably someone came back and set this for the surveyor that actually did the work and just got mixed up. At the southeast corner of the northwest quarter of the northwest quarter, and we have 2 bearing trees in New Mexico. This is really a rare thing to see. I've got photos of both of these, and then there's the corner. Just awesome. And look at all this oak, tall pines. We're down at 7,900 feet, excuse me, not 79,000. And I just came down from up at the top there. One thing that I'm seeing right off the bat is that whoever pinned that fence wasn't the Forest Service the first time. It's pretty far off. It's over 100 feet off right here. But it'll be cataloged on the survey. Heard a bear earlier moaning off in the distance. It was coming a little bit closer to me, then I made some noise and it started getting further away from me again. This is the only forest I've actually seen. I'm in the San Mateos right now. This is the only in the Cibola National Forest, and the only place I've actually come across bear not in the city. Now, you see them all the time in Cloudcroft and things like that, but I came across a bear here about 5 years ago. Just walked up on it as it was gutting a log, you know, looking for insects. Scared the night, scared me to death. And she was with me then too. We're on the south end of the survey right now. We're actually on the property. This series of roads will be mapped now. They're actually going to get a 3D model that's going to be accurate at ground level, about 2/10 vertically and about 1 inch horizontally, and which is really good. That's a better location on the entire ground surface of the property and the buildings than is required by minimum standards on the monuments. And so we're 600 some odd feet away. There we go. You can see what I'm looking at here. So wants us to start heading into here, but always pay attention. This road is hooking around to the southwest. So if I just stay on this road, I'm more likely just to end up closer to the corner, and traversing along the road is a lot easier. Ooh, I see a stone pile right there. I forget what they're called. Maybe my video team can throw it up there. What is that? Can't remember. But they put them on your way up to Everest or any of the big hiking trails. Now I think what they're saying is that's a monument for this. Looks like there's a historic wagon trail that cuts through here. See that? These are all over the place. A lot of them were cut originally by survey crews as they went and cut line through here with their mule teams. So I'm going to be going up there. Awesome, look at that. Just came up about 200 feet from the floor. I'm almost there. You can see the intersection of the fence up there ahead. Flash a picture up here, panoramic of this. Head up to the point. Okay, I'm here at the southwest corner of our property now. You can see I've flagged up the wire fence perpendicular to the corner. I have a witness stake, and I have a 1/2-inch rebar and a stone pile with a tag, aluminum tag, with our RLS number. And then one last look at this beautiful. I also use the gem template. Show you this. With powder. Kind of cool. So here's a target I made. Again, you just pick a rock for the center and put some baby powder on it. There goes the drone. Okay, so the last thing of the day, when I started the survey, I stored this point number 51. I'm going to go ahead and line up on it again. Now, what I want to do is stake out to this point. Go in our stakeout menu, go to stakeout here, and let's just go to the map. Shows where we are, see right there? So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on that point. I'm going to long press right there where it said SX, stake to point. Level up, the roving button. Now these are what you can expect for typical residuals after you've been at work for about 4 hours. There you go. My number is 1120,000. 51 7621 AG. Here we go. That was my end of survey.